Peace and prosperity be unto all who's listening and watching. It's your girl, Lachey Mayola, right? And I'm back with another video. And today we're going to talk about the Mayola Movement, Mayola artistry. I am an artist, as you guys know. I am a businesswoman. I am someone who aspires to be the greatest version of who I am, but I also encourage people to be the greatest versions of who they are. The Mayola movement is really all about empowering people to be better, inspiring young people who experience depression or suicide or anything like that. It's all about bringing people out the darkness and being there for people who are in darkness at the very darkest times in their lives. I'm someone who is there in the most darkest times of your life. You would never know that. You would never know how many people I help on a daily basis. Most people think that my time is not valuable, but it very much is, okay? I've experienced a lot over the years being an artist, an entrepreneur. I know a lot of people will say they want art, and I do a painting for them, and all of a sudden they don't want it anymore. Yeah, like if you're gonna do business with me, make sure that you're serious. Like you're gonna pay up, because I'm gonna do my part. It's just that I don't believe everybody's gonna do theirs. So you're gonna pay a percentage down so that I can be sure. So even whether you want the painting or not, you still have to pay me, and that's how it's gonna go. That's how I'm gonna conduct my things. People, if you insist on getting business done by me, please don't waste my time. If you really want things done, be serious, be sincere, and don't waste my time. Okay, like I do logos. I've done a few logos over the years, and I also do speaking at schools and to young people, and I also go like teacher conference meetings and stuff like that. I am a poet. I go to open mics when I can. You know, you got to pay at the door. You got to have money to get in the door to introduce yourself in that industry. You know, I'm an author, artist. You got to have money to conduct yourself in a room full of individuals that are just like you. So without money, you cannot do the things in which you desire. So if you have no means to have the financial literacy to pay for it and all the things that you're investing into, you won't be getting a lot of doors. I'm just going to be honest. You got to make forth the effort. I do freelancing. I do type people's books and anything that needs to be typed up. I do not write people's papers, okay? I do not write people's papers, and the reason why I'm like that is because I believe society has really made people believe that they can be really lazy about their life, right? It's cool to leverage systems and leverage technology and leverage people, because people really take other people for granted. Like, you use tools and you also misuse people. I'm someone who believes in reinforming the value and re-insisting that people do things for themselves, right? I'm a woman who has to do everything on my own. I expect people to do some things for themselves. I don't believe in all that leveraging and misusing people and misusing things, okay? You can misuse things because they're tools, but always appreciate the things you have. At the end of the day, I also make shirts. I do business cards. I do drawings. Anything that you guys like. I do consultations if you need counseling or anything like that. I do advice. If you need help with budgeting, I'm very good at budgeting. I can help you come up with a suitable, based on how much you get paid or what all you have to pay out your financial checks or whatever. I can help you guys with that in that area. As you guys know, I'm also an author. I have 3 published books on Amazon. I'm a YouTuber. So I'm going to show you my books. They're on Amazon at Lachey Wright. It's the same as my YouTube name. So this is my first book, Infinite Wisdom. It's poetry, empowerment, encouraging things. Letters are in the background. That's like the last chapter. If you guys are looking for something empowering, something motivational, you guys should really check that out. I'm all about empowering people. Like, empowering people, because people are what makes things happen. People are why we have so much technology. It all started in their minds. They manifested by creating with their hands, and now we have all this technology. We can leverage things all day, but we never should mistreat people. At the end of the day, people make things happen, okay? So my second book is Infinite Wisdom 2. Okay, this is the part 2 to the first book, Infinite Wisdom. If you guys are interested, I will put the link down and below in the description. Also, my third book that got published last year is called The Fight Within. It's called talking about the inner struggles that we face within ourselves. A lot of people don't understand what they're going through within themselves, and I would like to take the time to deliberately talk about those things. And we don't talk about things much in this world, and I feel like because we don't talk about things and we just, breathe through life, that's why we have a lot of mental illness and a lot of sickness and a lot of unhealthy people and a lot of people collapsing and falling apart and having burn downs and, just having these struggles in life. And I'm someone who believes in helping people in all aspects of their lives. I don't just help people on some aspects. I do help people on all aspects. If you know me to be a very serious person. I am 99% serious. Okay, I'm a goofy person, but when it comes to business, I'm very serious. So if you want me to do a commission piece painting or type up your books or type of anything or do anything for you, please be sincere. Be honest, be true, and if you really want my business and my service, please never waste my time, because and another thing, I know I seem like those other entrepreneurs. I may look like a pretty face, okay? I am Lachey Mayola, right? And I am not like anybody else, okay? I know I seem like somebody you can just come give advice to, and that's cool. I take heed to advice, but you need to know that not all advice is meant for me, okay? So I'm someone who's very strong-minded and already know what I want. And I already have my mind set on tunnel vision to pursue anything that I desire. One thing for sure is I always take care of myself and my business and my obligations, no matter where I'm working. I don't like how people just come to me and speak to me in a manner like comparisons, okay? All my business, no. Okay, where you are is not where Lachey is, and how you increase is not how Lachey may increase. Lachey may increase more. I don't like comparisons, and I don't like how people can come to you in a manner that seem like I may look like a pretty face, but one thing for sure is I take my life and things that people do very seriously. And I want you guys to know that even if you give me advice, one thing is you can't really influence me, because I'm someone who's strong-minded to believe in the things that I desire, and I don't allow things to influence me. Like, it's cool to be inspired. I've never looked up to anybody in my entire life. Okay, let me just be honest about it. I've never looked up to anybody. So when it comes down to a point and a fact, you can give advice all day, but if you're not somebody who's going to be living with the choices or the decisions in which you speak out to the person that you're giving advice to, know that those shoes don't fit the same, okay? Not everybody has to take heed to that advice, and all the advice that you give is for that person. So remember, when giving advice, you don't have to live with that result in which somebody chooses to live with. So be mindful when you talk to me. You talk to me in a manner that you know that I'm fixed-minded, and if I take in your opinion, I was already either strongly deciding on something like that, I already agreed in my mind and believed it already. So the only way for my mind to change is if I really already believe it in my mind. I cannot be influenced by people I don't believe in, or I don't truly care or see the purpose in. Or see the results in their lives, right? I don't completely believe everybody. So words mean something to a point for me, but most likely I'm not very influenced by a lot of things. Most people are very influenced, and I don't believe that you can be influenced unless you strongly believe or strongly believe in your mind, or just really care for that person. So you can't really be influenced by anybody, because you already had in your mind that you was going to do it and that you believed it anyway. So you already set your mind to do those things, and I want you guys to know that that's what I'm doing. If you guys want to know more about what I offer, and I'm working on some more books right now. I plan on working on some children's books and a novel, but I'm really working on getting my YouTube out there. If you don't follow my YouTube channel, please subscribe and follow. I like to give out valuable information. I don't make funny content. I'm funny, but I'm a dry sense of humor person. You may not get it and you may not like the joke, because I'm someone who I could say something funny, but be very serious about it. So you may not like the funniness that I obtain or have. So I'm just not those kind of people who spend a lot of time adding things that are not valuable to the people. And I do believe in helping people. So just remember, always cherish and embrace the hardships of life, but also never despise small beginnings, because though I may not seem like I might not look like I'm doing anything, but I'm doing more with what little I have than most people can say with all the big they got in the world. I don't want people belittling me or looking down on me. I'm really not that person. I'm really not that person, okay? So just let's get a better understanding of Lachey, because Lachey is not like every entrepreneur. Lachey is going to be 100% honest, okay? Lachey is going to tell you like it is, and not really going to be fully concerned about everything that you feel when I tell you the truth, because I rather you know the truth than me to save you from the truth, okay? I have no one to save from the truth. I'm someone who seeks truth and speaks truth. I live by truth. My actions are true. I am true to myself. That's all. That's it. And if you someone who follows me and subscribes to me and you love my personality, you know how goofy I really am, and you know how serious I am majority of the times, you know where I'm coming from. Because people in this life take life very unseriously and come in a manner that is lighthearted. It's cool to be lighthearted. It's cool to be unconcerned, not worried. It's good not to worry. But one thing for certain, one thing for sure is that if you're like good at managing things, that's cool not to be concerned, not to be worried, because you take care of your business. But if you're someone who don't take care of business, you're going to be very worried, very concerned, and your life just in shambles, okay? So, peace, love, happiness, and sorry to come with you guys with all the seriousness, but, people really take what I offer for granted, and don't think that I do enough with what I do already. Don't see that I do it on my own. But one day for sure, no one's doing it for me. So opinions and judgments, you can keep it to yourself. Okay, you can keep your advice. You can even keep your heat of information to yourself, because all advice is not for me. And the way Shay go about doing things is not the way everybody goes about doing things. So remember, I'm a totally different person to everybody that you meet. So make sure you keep it at a respectful tone and a level that I can understand. Okay.